Hello everyone, and I'm back with more Disco Elysium. Man, it does feel like it's been a while. And it has, but I'm hyped to be back. Also, a little unrelated, I watched the first episode of Sorcerer, Stabber, Orphan, which is, I know it has a weird title. I think it's Sorceress, Stabber, either way. It has a weird title in English, but a pretty good anime so far. I mean, I like the first episode. I know that doesn't always say anything, but it's cool. It definitely, I mean, it's definitely an anime born from older like anime or manga or whatever, which makes me happy because I'm into that. A mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by we're all related merchandise. Look through the pile. An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codexes litter the table. The topmost book is titled Wilkin Compendium, 2nd edition. Also, a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Kurotak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Dude, I wanna play some of these. And these catch eye. There's a box that says We're All 3rd Edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. This side panel notes a fantastic adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. Sticker on display. 25 real. Dude, that's literally like 5 times as much money as I have. I can't afford to buy a board game. I'm fucking broke. I mean, I guess to be fair, that's somehow less expensive than some of this stuff is in real life. Fucking D&D shit's expensive to buy, dude. Wonderful board game, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure. Perhaps you like Archipelagos of Insulindi, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Raw Brito is a fun game of economic competition, but it can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children. You can play board games with. Do you have friends or family? Do I have friends? Look at the lieutenant. Actually, friends are just colleagues thrown together by circumstance. I don't feel as if I have any kids. Friends are technically like family, she feels the pendant thinking. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Serenity. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then start off with to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It's all real. What all these world things? Lousy auras there. No role-playing games are popular among those types, you know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like them. Not at all. Why do you sell them, bitch? I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. A little bit. Sorry about that. Just had to die a little bit. As you do. Have rituals where they try to summon entities, highly immoral stuff. You can buy them though. There's a table crossing our arms. Well, I could buy them if I had money. Also, speaking of family and children and stuff, your child is like out in the snow.
Welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. My name is Plaisance.
Man, your bookstore name is like a fucking isekai name, right? If anybody's been keeping up with anime names, it seems like every anime these days is like, how can we cram the entitled premise of our anime inside of a name?
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
So, like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody, speaking of that thing where I was talking about older anime stuff, does anybody else miss the days when an anime could just be called Digimon, Digital Monsters, and you know what the show is and it was cool. You didn't have to be told that this anime is like the bumpkin kid who got teleported to a town and is OP, and that's like the entire title that I just said in all those words. I think that should be like a spoof. Like you have the normal like a guy who got teleported to another universe, but also his arms are uncomfortably long. The anime. Like, not just and that's the entire title of the anime. And that's, like, also literally part of the title of the anime is that last bit I said. I don't know, I'm being stupid. Anyways, let's actually talk to her about what a bitch she is and not about anime. Before we go on, so we wall off, can you give me money?
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavour. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Bitch.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Voice is high-pitched, as if to give it more penetration. That sounds terrible, as does she. She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work, because she sucks. Did I just say the one standing outside the store? Yes, Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off with her nose in a science fiction. Was she doing a post like a proper girl? Yeah, she was good. Did you talk to her? Yes. Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? Opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store. I'm not gonna grade a human being. I don't do that. Come on now, it's not personal, it's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer. 10. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. She's immensely satisfied with the answer. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as Annette. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening here. Depends how much you pay the kid. Good sir, what does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her. As a fund, she's securing a financial future out there. Oh, I guess I was mistaken. Indeed. Slice him as sharp as knife. Are we done with the jokes now? We had quite enough fun here, right? Lieutenant taps his foot. I guess I should go about this a different way, though I like the idea of going up someone being like, I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. All this labor has made her really anxious. She's like chewing her nails. God, I told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life. A part of hers too, clearly. I don't think she can do anything about it. She can if she has enough willpower. It's what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks. Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You're placing unnecessary burden on a young child. What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that. I don't even usually know anything. They're just coming to terms with the new reality. One where they are wrong. It's not easy. So she exhales sharply. Her shoulders slump. Oh no, she mutters. Hold on. I'm a terrible fucking parent and a person. She must be freezing out there. There. She returns. I didn't know what to say to you, my husband. He tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother's called a dull mind. All this stress. Shuts her mouth, keeps moving. It's unlike both her husband and her mother. Treat her the way she treats Annette. Oh. Well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. My husband is completely different, of course. Is this husband Annette's father? Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved. What the business we're running here, she says gloomily, no matter. Soon we'll both be off for the Grand Coron. What's that? It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You know, you may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times are ahead for sure. And your husband's involved in the bookstore? The initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. He sounds like he sucks balls. Is she an only child? Yes, I'm afraid so. Real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't afford more children. Not in the economy. Or sadness blights through the well-crafted exterior. Why not? Quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. I'm sorry, I'm sure you do understand. Told me she doesn't go to school anymore. Too busy helping me study this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I of all people understand the importance of education. She'll be back to school the moment the store takes off. What if I want to buy a book? Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't feel compelled to buy anything. See those shelves? Go. Be drawn. Types of books do you have? Everything. Tempting to mentally direct you towards sale. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about books. Do you know what books you have for sale? To be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose. But you don't learn the important things in life from fabricated stories. Man, both of these are things I want to ask. Shouldn't a storekeeper know about her wares? Valuable service. As long as people buy books, I'm fine. People learn about the important things then. Truth is available if you know where to look, and you have to open a free mind to understand. I'll have a look then. Hey, who, me? Yes, you. One on the street is ready to start building communism again. Again. Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You built it before. They built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet, but neither has love. Should we just stop building love too? Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner. Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is you're going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right? There's a word on the street. Keep saying things like, down with bourgeois, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people of more than 25 real in their pockets. Literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. Kind of stuff. That sounds like me. Funky style, very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions when we fire up the big communism builder, or do we get right back to it? Uh, what's this communism even? Failure. It's about failure. I don't do failure. Of course you do. You are failure. You are communism. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped, shat on. While everyone else is out partying, having a collious laugh, you reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone against every living thing, against every human alive, 800 trillion reel in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class, towering city blocks of bankmen, who have the ears of prime ministers, million-headed armies of nations, the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade. I mean, after a speech like that, how can I not? I guess it's time to start building communism. Get the firing squads and animal wagons ready. You can say anything about firing squads. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few million eggs. Let's see. So what's my, let's see, logic. Man, all of these give really bad temporary research bonuses. Fuck it, I want to be some kind of superstar, and I also want to be, I also want to... Oh wait, I don't think I can internalize that many at once. So I guess I'm bad at logic for a little bit then. Oh well. I already looked at that. Hello, child.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win. Math, she looks at her notebook with trepidation. It's really difficult, like really. They say you needed to get rich. Better than staying outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you're away. I thought this would fit you. Gives you a hat almost exactly like the one Dick Millen wears on the covers. Like, thanks for helping me out, not me, the city I mean, like a detective does. A detective hat? Yes, just like the one Dick Millen wears all the time. You'll look more serious with that. Like the infernal scribblings on her nose, right? I have to get back to this homework now before Mom notices. This is hard. Okay, well... +1 encyclopedia. Heck yeah, I'm like a real detective now. Oops, no, shoes belong there. I think all my stuff is just stuff I want on, right? Yeah, the only one with any negatives is my pants, but I can't go around without pants. I guess it means... Oh, same with my shoots. I like composure. But yeah, I don't really care about electrochemistry, so maybe I'll try to get new pants when the opportune arises. I guess I did have opportune, but yeah, I also don't have money, so, like, who cares? Give books and molten candy. See, the display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring extremely muscular sword-wielding barbarian. Nearly all the titles contain the word hegemonial somewhere. Of heroic quantities of hegemonal, Roy's puny shirt is nothing compared to the real deal. Rows and rows of Hedge-dollar men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Helgemadal and Mammoth Writers. Man from Hedgemadal. Return to Hedgemadal. And the soliphistic Man from Hedgemadal and the... whatever. How many of them are there? Maybe 100? There's just more. The sages at the end of the world, and the false god, and the scorched earth, the colonies, the swamp beast, and the snow crabs. Is that all? Not even close. Forest slaves under the lake, burning. There's even the trial of death, a pasternal combat game book in the world. Do any of these books call out to be paid threshold? Nothing of interest, only silence of the cosmic background, pain radiation. That's pretty funny. Which button does highlight things again for me? There we go. What's over here? You see a tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage or trinket cage-like trinkets dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Examine the trinkets. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside of a disturbing fish head with empty eye socket stares at you. From the looks of it, this is a traditional Simonese ward meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curse, and other supernatural. The Simonese inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminin island down south. Poking at it suspiciously, there's nothing else you can do with the fish head charm at the time. The curtains remain shut. Sign this curtain. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw your attention away from the curtains, the more alluring they are. Okay, I'm gonna save, because I'm ultra curious. I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble or not, if I just go for it. Pull open the curtains. About to pull apart the curtains, the petrol shop cries out once more. Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits to customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous. Why mumbling? Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people? Man, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Why? It's not like anyone was killed in there. Shuts out their hand, flies their mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. Sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go in there. But I sense a calling for you beyond the threshold. You do? My God, even more reasons not to trust with their curtain. Just what is this curse? Why are you afraid? No, it's just a storeroom for employees. I told you now. Please step away from the curtains. You can't stop me. No, she raised her voice towards. Please talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide anything extreme. Is something mysterious on the curtains. Be careful. Okay, do you have anything to actually say for yourself to get me to not just tear apart the curtains? Because I will. I'm too curious, goddammit.
Hello again, esteemed officer. And welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I already told you, just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go off, sir. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to books. If it's just a storage room, then why does it have a 70s award protecting it? It's just for decoration. And something breaks. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like everyone said, they don't call it doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, sir? Happy that you ruined everything? I'm mumbling something to her pendant. Hosts of Hoshi, praise. Guard me in my honest business venture from the curse that lurks beyond the curtains. Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing. Have you sought help from anyone? Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese meditators. Provided me with the ward. She nods at the strange cage-like trinkets of the curtains. or to help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. How does the cursed manifest itself? Shiver runs through the woman as she looks through the dimly lit store. The curse is so much worse than you could ever imagine. It's disease eating through the foundation. The curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. Didn't that curtain just move? Mentioned something about the previous tense experience financial trouble. It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacao demons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I sensed the eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. Sounds familiar. I don't want to. What does it mean? Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous. Is this part of your ward as well? Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans with a spell of compulsion, is to compel people to buy books. Numerous spells cast out the store. I had the books anointed with a different inductment spell, for example. Guaranteed to boost. It's guaranteed to boost sales by 15%. Let's see. Would you like me to take the case? I can investigate that the curse is real. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be so I can return to my slumber. Dude. I have such a high percent chance. Drama 10. Convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. Damn, slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like. Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before. Are you sure? So, I don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. I returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives. You're no paradetective, you look nothing like one. Clearly a drinker, pardon me being so blunt, but keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead, rock her world. He thinks I'll compose some notes. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. How do you know all this? Here we go. Your wards brought me here in the first place. The Semines blood runs through me. You're part Semines? Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been a chance. The hand of fate guides us. But I'm not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no match for me. Well, seriously. If you promise a good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? Hand on my heart. On my honor. I don't know why I find this so funny, but I kind of love it. Thank you, sir. A timid sigh of relief followed by a cautious smile. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity. I'm not surprised. You know of these things. I've sensed its presence. You have. The entity takes from the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Do you know that she lives inside the chimney? A chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing in there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked around. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about curses and what you discover in there. Unbelievable darkness in a ruin. Well, that was fun. I kind of once again love this game. I'm gonna do another save here, because I don't think you can ever have enough in a game like this. The curtains open. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands at the back, covered in dozens of scary little Semnese words, your shadows looming like an omen. Sir O escapes some pleasance as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Let's see, what's this? Ghostly silhouettes of hairdressers, a vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Oh. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Knock on the door. Only an echo, no one is around. A hollowed out dark echo. Unlock the door with the key. Exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold in the room. Open the door and enter. I'm not gonna do that to Kim. I'm not gonna make him go first. This is my quest. Sand is dripping from the punching bag. Though, just out of curiosity, there's no way he has something to say. Testers the dusty train equipment. It's an adventure. No, it's a gym. He disagrees. That looks like no one's been here in ages. Electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on. Flecks of dust shimmer in a faint beams of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest. What if there's a reason no one's been here in ages? Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations, where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we? Okay. Fine, I'll equip the flashlight. I don't think I need a bag. Oh, like... goes over stuff. What's this? The poster says... Chitty Forte, the rest is worn off. Oh, what's... a shot put ball. Well, how the heck did this get in here? Either way, I'm totally taking that for my other quest. Well, I was hoping... no, my guy had a thought over here? What is this? Smells like leather and sweat. You know, fair enough. Dude, can I, like, stat train? A barbell lies on the floor. The color is worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kg. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast you are, lift them. There are no colors on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar? It looks familiar because I'm a weightlifter? No, it's not that. It's the smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and the whistle, then the feeling is gone. For another life, when you were young and fit. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no barbells. You're right. The weights may fall off. Better not to touch it. Look, the bastard just removed the collars. It should be a felony. Would be a violation of EPs, but safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come in here anymore. Well, fuck me up, because my stats are terrible for that. So let's just look at this thing instead. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Oh, okay, I was like, what? There feels like there's not much in here. I see. Here's where we need the flashlights, I'm sure. The hallway is blocked by window panes and debris. Okay, this is cool. Wait, does this connect to like an old school building? Interesting. I do admittedly feel like I'm going through a haunted area here, though I know that it's probably not. Large dome full of strange liquids. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Unfortunate. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. Reminds you of Blades. Man, this place is, like, pretty atmospheric and creepy. I like it. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Where are the clothes used to display? Money! Dude, that's a lot of money, too, given my current amount, which is kind of nothing. Also, I'm gonna just save over one of these, because so far this has been nothing but a successful trip. I haven't failed any checks, I haven't had anything bad happen. This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs on the printer. A radio computer, says the lieutenant, watching a circle around the machine. Even though without anyone in sight. Sounds a bit surprised, a bit cautious. This is the REM Civic radio computer model equipped with a Feld mainstream and a REM compatible printer. I should turn it on. Had one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it. Turn on the machine. The machine lights up with some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing the Verisant print and play keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. Look inside the compartment. It's empty. Like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dragging, disconnected. The memory should be observing the machine. Press play. Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player. This is an old fireplace covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone-like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. What am I looking at? Frequencies, it seems. Some written notes, too, sparse and cryptic. Radio frequencies for what? Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and... dealing with something medical here? You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart titled the Game Master frequency. A note says this one can listen on any station it wants. Must have had a massive air width. These kind of things don't come cheap. Who's the Game Master? Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. If it's a game, then who's playing? Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, looks like. A list of names under the station suggests people across 6 isolas would be playing. Mundi, Insildi, Katla, Grod, Samara, even Lilimera. All of this gone, left unrealized. My god. Leans closer, singer, tracking the maddening rhizome. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Cost of air width alone must have been huge. Exactly. He nods at the calendar at the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained fingers clean against his jacket. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company is running out of funding. What else? Nothing. Lines of marbles echoing from time long ago. What's this? Developers, the most advanced RPG in the universe. Flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scrolls, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Man, okay, well, there seems to be a lot to unpack here, which I'm totally down for, and I will be trying to record this a lot sooner than last time, because I'm super invested in this. I love how many small, weird things there are in this game. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. It's already been kind of a long part, but thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.